Hey, welcome home. This is your virtual home open house tour. Today I'm with Taylor.
How's it going?
And we're with Edge Homes. And I got to tell you, there's not a better starting view from this than if you just look. We're going to rotate it backwards a little bit. But I mean, how can you not enjoy snow-capped mountains out here? That's just phenomenal. But this is Harmony Ridge. This is right at the mouth of Spanish Fork Canyon. And Taylor is going to help us and walk us through today and tell us all about Edge Homes and why come to an Edge Home community. So let's step inside and so you can actually hear us without the wind blowing in the mics.
Perfect. Let's head on in. So this is one of our townhomes. This is our type B style of townhome. And here at Edge, one of the big things that we love is a two-story great room and a bunch of natural light. So like you'll see, like when you first walk in, there's some windows right off the bat. And then that's, of course, upstairs. Then your garage, this is our model home, so it's a little different than our normal homes, but this is like usually where your garage will be at.
But I can't have that for my garage.
That'd be
kind of cool.
Extra living space in there.
That gives man cave a whole new version.
Yeah.
Whole new
Watch
version.
some football in there and have a good time.
Yeah.
But this is, I feel like, a lot of our bread and butter here at Edge Homes is we love to pack in the space where you spend most of your time and dedicate most of the space in the home to that. So you notice like the two-story great room and then all these windows, and this is a townhome. Like I love all the natural light we have in this townhome that it makes you feel almost like a single family living.
Okay, we're gonna stop for 2 seconds. What's the difference between like a condo, a townhome, and a single family home?
Yeah, great question. So a lot of it is how many neighbors that you share walls with. So our condos, they're like stacked on top of each other. So there's 10 units in a building and each one has like an individual, living space. Our townhomes, you just share your sidewalls with each other. And then single family, you have no neighbors as far as like wall sharing.
See, and I like that definition better because a lot of times I've heard that the townhomes have a garage and the condos don't. But I like the shared wall version better. Mm-hmm. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and luckily our condos do have garages too.
Yeah.
So
one of the things I got to tell you that I really enjoy with Edge Homes, and Taylor's not the builder, but still, you need to come see Taylor and give him a call. But when we talk about attention to detail, the Edge Homes really do a fantastic job. And I mean, Taylor's just gone through and touched a little bit, with like the light and the open space. But I mean, what a great concept to be able to have, an open room, a fireplace, your dining and your kitchen and everything set right here. I mean, this is what everybody's asking for. But again, you're nice and bright, fantastic finishes. And in new construction, typically with new construction, they do it gives you some options to do, right? Mm-hmm. So like countertops are usually an option.
Yep.
So you can do wood. No, I'm just kidding. No wood. No wood. They don't do that kind of stuff. So quartz.
Yes, we do quartz and granite, like in our kitchen and our bathrooms as well.
Okay.
So cool thing with Edge is we have like two different timelines of homes that you can build. We have our spec homes where people, like our designers, have already picked out all your designs with that. Those ones will be quicker move-in dates. So if you have a quicker home that you need, they're usually finished or about finishing. Then we have some options where we call our build options. We come through and you can pick all your features. So
okay.
You can pick like what flooring you want, what countertops, what cabinets. Pretty much have like a whole design through your whole entire house.
Nice. So what Taylor just told you in English is that there's 3 timelines. There's a quick move in, which means everything's done. Walk in the front door after you pay for it. Got to pay for it. Second is you can do a few modifications during, if the process isn't far enough down, or you can completely customize. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So if somebody came in and said, here's the dirt, let's go. How long?
So from dirt to finish for a townhomes, you're about 6 to 7 months. And that's from start of contract to when you get your keys.
Okay.
So you have like permits in there, you have the construction time, all your design studio appointments, all that's built into that 6 to 7 months.
And see, 6 and 7 months isn't that long because a lot of people already have a lease.
Yeah.
And so it's just a matter of timing that lease. And usually one of the good things with Edge is if they give you a deadline that say we're going to close in April, they're going to be pretty close. It may fudge a week or two, but it's not going to be 6 months from now. They really know what they're doing. The other really cool thing that I really like about Edge and what Taylor can do is if you found a stylish that you like, but it's like, you know what, I don't want to live in Spanish Fork, I want to live further north, then you can do that too because they've got multiple communities. So you've got communities up in Saratoga, right?
Mm-hmm. Saratoga, Lehigh, Harriman, Riverton, and then this year we're expanding to about 7 new communities as well.
Sweet.
So we'll be all over Salt Lake and Utah County.
Nice. So then in this townhome that we're in, and we'll go finish looking at it here in a second, what price point are we at in here?
So for our outer units, depending on options, like this is for most of our homes that already have their options built into it, you're about $470.
Okay,
give or
so
take
$470 without the golden toilet seat, a little bit more width.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it.
And then your base price, if you start like from scratch up, you're about mid $450s on an outer unit. And then your inner units, you're about $450 finished out the door price with your finishes. And then your base price, if you did a build, you're about low $440s.
Nice. So one other quick thing with Edge that I really appreciate is the fact that they do enough of these that they really have got their numbers dialed in. So when you go under contract with them, some builders have a tendency to, well, you know, the price of lumber went up, so we're going to charge you more mid-contract. These guys are really dialed in, and so they really work with you to not do that. I mean, there are times where, you know, moons align and something happens, but that's rare.
And that's one thing I love about Edge. Like once you go under contract, your price is locked. Like even during COVID when all lumber prices were going crazy, like we never rose prices on people. We kept that agreed price at contract throughout all the time. So that's the nice thing is like, you know, once you go under contract, that's the price that you're going to be paying.
There you go. All right. So now we're going to go upstairs. So we've got what, 3 bedrooms upstairs?
Yep. Uh-huh.
So let's go that direction. Before we do, one of the cool things is, again, we've talked about in some of these attention to detail. Look at the window above the door frame. If you go back in history and back to some of the old school homes, those transom windows would be stained glass. So to me, that's a nice little accent touch that, again, goes back to what Taylor says as far as more light. And I really like that. I like that touch. So anyway, let's go see what's upstairs, Taylor.
Perfect. Let's do it.
You have to appreciate the deer head too, with the glasses and the cigar or cigarette or pipe.
He's having a good time.
Yeah. All right.
So one thing I love about our primary bedroom is the vaulted ceilings. That's standard on any of our primary bedrooms. So you always have like this nice vault, which just gives you a little more headspace. And then the bathroom is nice and spacious. So you have like your shower and then plenty of room to operate when you're getting ready over at your vanities. And then a nice walk-in closet and a separate toilet room as well. So you can go do your business.
We call that the Uncle Bob room. Especially with some of the ones, and we didn't show that downstairs, but they're on the main level. The Uncle Bob room is away from the kitchen. Sometimes it's like you have the island and then the Uncle Bob toilet's right at the end of the island. It's like, I don't want him smelling up the turkey dinner. So anyway, so you've got the primary on one side and then the other 2 on this side, which is really nice because privacy, sound, those types of things.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. Like if you have kids that are up early, you're not going to hear them necessarily unless you have a monitor or something like that. But
And just if you want, call Taylor. Taylor actually staged all this, and you know, I don't know about you, Taylor. But I can't do that. I have zero.
I wish I could take credit for that.
My stick figure doesn't even look like a stick. So anyway, nice sized bedrooms, nice sized closets, and then we've got.
And you got your bathroom in here. Then I always love just extra natural light. Like as you can see on our end units, we have a little window above the shower.
But it is little, so that neighbors don't see you.
Yep,
There might be some elk up on the side hill or a deer, you know. But
then I love the laundry closet. It's oversized for a laundry closet, so you can fit all your washer and dryer and still your laundry baskets too, and shut the doors. So you don't need to worry about all your laundry piling out into the hallway.
that's nice. And the doors are a full rotation, so you can open them all the way, and have plenty of room. That's nice. Okay, and then we've got a downstairs. Is that correct?
It is,
So downstairs comes unfinished.
Correct,
And are downstairs? Do you have those in all of the townhomes or just some of them?
We do. So that's the nice thing. All our townhomes come with basements, so you have some extra room to grow if you need.
Nice. All right. Well, let's go see
Let's do it.
downstairs. And just so everybody's aware, we have the Uncle Bob room, but it's not sitting on the island there. So
And one thing I really love about, and you'll see it in the basement here, but our standard feature is a tankless water heater. So you'll never run out of, you have on-demand hot water, and you'll never run out of hot water. So that's a nice thing.
that is very nice. So as you come down, one of the nice things that you see is that it is framed or semi-framed, but you're with the tankless that he was just talking about, your furnace. So,
And the nice thing too, we always will rough in for a full bathroom too. So if you do have plans to finish a basement, you have all your connecting pieces for a full bathtub, toilet, and a sink as well.
nice. So then, as we look at it, Taylor and I we're not short, but having the extra height in the ceiling is, what is that, 8 feet? So an 8-foot ceiling, that's really nice. It, with the large window, gives you the ability to, again, carry that light through. And to me, a lot of times in new construction in the basements, you don't see the walls insulated either. So that's some great extra features. So, and if you can hear that, we have big mice upstairs.
We do.
I'm kidding. Just have somebody else looking at the home here. So with this, Taylor, how do they get a hold of you to see this community or any others because you can help them with any of them, right?
Correct,
There you go.
Yeah.
One-stop shop. He can help you.
Yeah, honestly, the best way to reach me is reach out to Doug, and if we have a good fit, we can go see our Mapleton communities or other communities if one's a good fit for you guys.
So yeah, so if you want, you can message us right here. That's really easy to do that. Message us. You can. My number is 385-224-1994. But like I said, when it comes to Edge, Taylor's middle name is Edge. So he's the guy. He is the guy that we want to see and to be able to do that. So moving forward, lots of communities, lots of great features, great detail, and some great pricing. What kind of financing do you guys have as far as lender incentives and stuff like that right
Yeah,
now?
great question. So right now interest rates are a hot topic. You never know where they're going. On our move-in ready homes right now, we're offering a 4.99 fixed rate plus some seller paid closing costs as well, up to 3% in the seller paid closing costs.
So this is why he's so popular. It's not the handsome looks. It is because he's got an under 5% interest rate. So in the interest rate fight of the world right now, great place to go. So, and in a community like this, you do have an HOA that pays for snow removal, lawn work and stuff like that. Any other things that you guys have with that? I mean, do you have a community center or anything that way?
We do.
Here?
So cool thing with this community, we'll have 2 community centers. They'll both have pools, a gym. We're huge fans of pickleball here at Edge. So we always have many pickleball courts. And as well, you have a bunch of walking trails around here too. And then your HOA does include internet as well down here. So it's through Mapleton Fiber, so nice and quick speeds, and you don't need that's one less bill that you don't need to worry about.
And a lot of people talk to me about HOAs, and that's the one thing that I bring them back to is a lot of times with an HOA, they include, like he just said, the internet fiber, so you don't have to go out and buy that separate. You don't have to pay for, sometimes you don't pay for trash, water, other things. So there are, besides the extra amenities, as far as the pickleball and stuff, there are other things that get tied in that don't necessarily save you. It just moves it from one side of the ledger to the other. So it's not always, HOA is not a 4-letter word. It's 3. So anyway, but it's a good community. You'll love it here. So messages, let's go. And let's get you into a house. No time to wait. Because right now, do you guys have move-in ready ones?
We do. So we got move-in ready townhomes and condos in this community.
So there you go. You can move in, you can build, you can make it all happen. Taylor can make it happen. Edge Homes can make it happen. So let's quit playing the excuse game. Let's get you into a house today.
Amen to that.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.